So when I was 17, I landed in Malta, and I came with the excuse that I needed to learn English, but it was just an excuse. I wanted actually to run away. That's when I understood the power of environment. I understood that I went away from a very toxic environment that I lived my whole life, and I was able to be finally free. I had the freedom that I needed. I could focus on myself, and that's when I grew as a person. I became more mature, explored myself, enjoyed life. Very little I knew that very soon I would bring my past back to my reality. Meaning you can't move a place to fix a problem. You actually need to work on yourself to fix a problem. When I was 23 in Malta, I became pregnant. 3 months after my son was born, I got divorced, separated from the father of my son. In that stage, I was unemployed, without any money, without any stability, and a quite young mother, a quite early pregnancy. That was hard because first I didn't have my family around me. Second, my friends, they weren't there yet, right? At that age, my friends were just enjoying life. They couldn't really understand what I was going through. Nobody could understand what being a mother meant. I did not feel that connection that I always heard my whole life I would feel. I remember when I was small, my mother used to tell me, when you see your child for the first time, you will feel the biggest amount of love of your life. I did not feel that. Deep inside my heart I had was the feeling of this human being is actually destroying my freedom. When you do feel this way, you understand that you are not a good person. Like, what type of mother am I? Wait a minute. How can a person that receives such a special human being think this way? And I lived my next first years of motherhood feeling that I did not deserve to be a mom, that my son did not deserve to be with someone that was so self-centered like I was. And when I say self-centered, is that today I can see I didn't know how to live. I didn't know how to love. I had no idea how to build relationships with people. I didn't learn that. I wouldn't know how to do that with a little being. Here I was, without a job, without support system. My friends weren't there yet. Not stable financially, not stable emotionally, having to survive in a country that wasn't my home country. My divorce was very tough. There was a lot of court disagreements. There was a lot of fights. A part of that, I was fighting to literally survive. I was counting coins to survive. I didn't want to admit to my family that I was in such a low space. One day, I went to court against the father of my son. And I remember that judge. She did not listen. She did not take it seriously. She just ignored my part. And that was my turning point. I realized that I couldn't anymore live in that way. And I realized that I needed to change my life. One skill to change my life. I didn't really fall in love with brows, becoming a millionaire or becoming something huge. Once you really master that skill, people will come to you.